Okay, someone already started, so fine. So yesterday we seen some example, very basic thing we seen like how to do concatenation. Okay, so like slowly we will work on like some predefined function in data V. Okay, so let me take one by one which functions we use very frequently. Slowly we will go with rare function also. So concatenation one we already see. Okay, this concatenation function will help us to concat two string value. Okay, part of that we have contents. Okay, this is also very important. Like in between we have other function also, which these functions are not very frequently used, so I'm ignoring at this moment. Content function, this one is again like very important one. So what this content function will do, it will check that particular string exists or not. Okay, let's say we have some request here, 1 2 3 4. This we have inside one array. This content function will check this array contains this two or not. Okay, so let me take one example here. So in payload, we have hello world. Okay, so this payload.message will contain this hello world. I want to check is this contain any character with L or not. Okay, so we'll write here contains L. So what it will return? It will return true. This hello world contain this L, so this will return true. Okay, if you want to check, you can check any string also. Let me check hello. So it will check this hello exists here or not. Yes, so it will return true. Okay, anything like let's say I want to check it contains a space or not too. Okay, now I'm checking something which is not here. HHH. So this SS HHH is not here. So we are getting false here. Okay. So payload.message contains HHH. So this is returning us false. Okay, so hope everyone clear. So this content function, what it will do, as a input, it will take either array or it will take a string. Okay, and then it will check this particular number or whatever value we are providing here, that thing exists in this array or string or not. So in this one is with array example. Here you can check our input. This is our input. Okay, input content string content function works for array also and it works for string also. Okay, so now let me give any one example to check everyone getting this concept or not. And please don't take too much time. Okay, do it faster. Like last day we did only 2 examples, so don't take that much time. So sample JSON payload. Let me open Notepad. So we have this input payload. Okay, and I want to check in this particular payload ID value is 1 or not. Okay, in this particular payload, I want to check this ID value contains 1 or not. So everyone need to check this and hope you should have that particular payload. So you need to write the script and you need to send it. Okay, so you need to take this particular payload. Okay, go to this particular payload and check in this particular payload, there is one attribute or element contains like an element name is ID. That ID contains one on it. So you need to write a script to check the value of ID. Everyone write a script and return it faster. So Sujit replied, payload.id contains one. I think Sujit, you will get false. You are checking integer one, but so I can see Sunil.
I got
He
true
mentioned.
only.
Yeah. You got true only?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so whatever answer I can see, if single only one is working fine, then yeah, all three answers are correct. Let me quickly check. Ideally, should check string one, but
For both
it
it
is
is working.
support. Yeah, okay.
If we give single are working and even the string also it is working.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, so far you can see all answers are correct only. Yeah, fine. So hope you all are getting. And please don't take too much time. So we'll wait for 1 minute more. Let's see who all are able to do this. Type payload dot type. Why you mentioned Lavanya word? Like why you added type payload dot type? We just want to check this ID contains one or not.
I thought
So
of two, you have to display like that. That's why type also you want. I thought of. That's
no,
why.
type we don't want. We just
Okay,
want
okay.
to check that
Okay,
ID
then
contains.
ID contains one or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for other people like Bhumi, Mukund Reddy, your answer is also like you will get you will get ID equals to true. Its ID value is true, but we don't want that one. We just want to check. So you can see this will give you ID contains one or not. Okay, this will give you true and false only.
Ravi, but when we not passing any number also, street is giving as a true empty or empty.
Yeah, empty string means this definitely there will be empty string. Okay, if you will give space, then it will give you false.
Correct, correct.
Empty string definitely it will be here.
I mean, any reason for that? Even we are not giving any number, right?
Yeah, so here also, no, this is the same thing. After one, we have nothing. So we are checking nothing. Okay. Means empty string means so before one and after one, we have empty string. So that is true only. No? You are giving space, then we are checking there is any space or not, then we are getting false. Now, so I want to know like what will be our output. Okay, if I will write the syntax, payload.id, sorry, payload dot relationship dot author dot data contains and payload dot, let it be simple only, body contains. If I will put here THE, so what will be answer, true or false? That payload dot body, it's a part of attributes. Payload dot attributes dot body contains. If I will put THE, then it will get true. If I will put space and then THE, so what will be answer?
False.
Space and then THE. Sorry, what you mentioned?
False.
Okay, how many are it will be true? If I will put space and THE. No one. Okay, so it will be false. Correct. Now if I will put shortest.
True.
So it will be true. If I will put space and then shortest, so what
Yeah,
will be
then
true or
it is
sorry?
true. True.
Yeah, correct.
True.
So here before shortest we have space. So this contains function will simply check that particular input array or string contain that particular data or not, what we are giving here as a parameter.
Is it
Okay.
case sensitive, Ravi? Like if you give
Yeah,
capital
yeah,
is what?
it should be. It should be case
Same.
sensitive. Okay. It's case sensitive. We are placing as capital, so it is giving us false. Okay. So content function will work in this way. Okay. Now we have distinct function. So what distinct function will do? It will give you all the unique value. Okay. Let's say you have multiple data and out of which here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay. So here you can see we have repeated value of 3, 2, and 1. If you will use distinct value function, okay, then you can see here we are getting 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are getting distinct value only, like unique value. We are not getting repeated data. Okay. Let me take some other example if they have anything else. Okay, they have here author. Okay, author contain one array. Let me take this. Yeah. So this author contain this many name, James P. Cord, then this many name. Okay. Now I want to check distinct value. Okay, I want only James, Per, Kurt, then Vidyanand. Okay, so can anyone tell me? Okay, everyone put in chat what will be syntax. So ideal syntax is this one. For your reference, I'm giving you this one. You need to write complete syntax. What will be complete syntax? To get all the distinct name from author.
Payload dot author distinct.
No, just put in chat. No need to speak here. So you need to put in chat. So this is your input payload. And this is your reference data B. So you need to write proper syntax to get all the distinct name. I am asking Uday. So you need to write complete syntax. Your syntax is not correct. So Srinivas, your one is payload.author distinct by value looks good only. Sujit, your one also looks correct only. So it looks like only few people answer. So maybe other people hasn't got much idea. So what we need to do before this distinct, we need to pass the array. Okay. So payload dot author will be our array. Okay. And then distinct by value. And here you can give like unique value. Okay. Before this, let me see if it is working. Not working. So I'm not sure other people has given syntax about this. And here. So what I want payload dot author distinct by value. Okay. So distinct by value. And what I want in response, I want all the value. If you want key also, then let me try to put key also. That will not create any impact. Okay, fine. See one thing. Yeah. So here we can see like we are passing this array as a input distinct by function. And then here you need to write you want what like you want distinct what value. So we will put here value as a input parameter. Okay, this is our input and this is our parameter. Okay, so both the combination is working. You can pass key value or only value, both will work. Okay, so in this way, this distinct function will work. Okay, don't worry on at this point, like slowly once you will start doing more hands-on, you will get idea. Okay. So there is another syntax also, which is which you will use in your project. So another syntax is there for distinct, that was for contents. For distinct, I think one syntax is there. Fine. Next we have ends with. So this is nothing but it will check that particular like how contents work. Contents will check anywhere you have that particular string or not. But ends with will check at the end only we have that particular string or not. So this is this ends with function will do. We don't use very frequently. So at this moment I will not take, later on we will see. Next we have filter and filter object. These two functions are very useful function. So we will see first filter function. Okay. What this filter function will do, let's say you have multiple object, you want to filter out the object based on some condition. Okay, if you want to filter out things based on some condition, then we use this filter function. Okay, let's say here you can see here we have array of elements. Okay, and I want to filter out all the elements where value is greater than 2. So where 9 is greater than 2, yes, so 9 will come. 3, 2 is greater than 2? No. 3 is greater than 2? Yes, 3 will come. 4 is greater than 2? Yes, 4 will come. 5 is greater than 2? Yes, 5 will come. Okay. So this filter function, what this filter function will do, it will check that particular array, like it will filter out all the elements from array which satisfy this particular condition. Okay. So this one is one example, but I will give you some tough example also, which will give you more insights. So here we have 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all this, whatever value is greater than 2, that will come. Okay. Now, if I do filter on this here, so everyone will write syntax, okay, where I want to write filter function on this to filter out all the user having first name equals to KURT. Okay, I want to filter out, let's say our last name is different for each user. We have Kurt Casual 0, Casual 1, Kurt Casual 2, Kurt Casual 3. So I want to filter out all the authors having name starting with Kurt, or it having name contains Kurt. Everyone write this. Meanwhile, I'm coming in 2 minutes.
can't hear anything. Is that okay?
Ravi, you are on mute, I think.
So I was on mute from how long?
Think from 5 to 5 minutes, I think.
Oh. Okay. So my last explanation for filter function, this one everyone clear? Step one.
No, Ravi, from this point onwards, your voice is not there.
Okay, fine. So let me explain this one first. Okay. So here we have this author. Okay. In this author, we have this many of element. Okay. Now what is our requirement? I want to filter out all the authors where author name contains this kurth. Okay, I want to filter out all the author where author name contains kurth. Okay, no matter its first name, last name, but it should contain kurth. So here you can see this is the syntax for filter function payload.author. So I took this array and then filter keyword. And then here we have two input parameter. Okay, one is item, another one is index. Item will tell you each item. Okay, generally this filter function, what it do, it iterate on each element of this array. One by one, it will take value in item. And index will tell you index of that particular item. So in first iteration, it will take this particular item and index will be 0. In second iteration, it will take second item, index will be 1. Indexing will always start from 0. In an array, indexing always start from 0. Then coming to third item. Okay. So in third iteration, item will be this and index will be 2. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, for each iteration, I am checking item contains kurth or not. So in first case, item contains kurth? No. In second iteration, item contains kurth? No. In third iteration, item contains kurth? Yes. Fourth, no. Fifth, yes. Sixth, yes. Seven, yes. So this three will come. Okay. Can anyone tell me if I will put here kurth, K-U-R-T, then this name will come or not? Based on this logic, if I will put, sorry,
It will come.
it will come. So it will check this string exists anywhere or not. Everyone clear on this? Now there is one assignment. Okay. In this assignment, you need to use filter function to filter out all the number where value of that number is greater than equals to 1. So you need to write syntax where value of, you will check each item using filter function and you will check what all value has great value, like what all elements has value greater than 1. You need to filter out those elements. Okay, so far I can see one answer and whether you need to write complete syntax. Partially it's correct, but you need to write complete syntax.
Is it greater than 1 or greater than or equal to 1, Ravi?
Greater than 1. See, now many people has replied. Okay. Now less than equals to y, it should be greater than. So filter value comma index value greater than 1, correct. Less than equals to 1, incorrect. Greater than 1, item comma index. Yeah, you can take anything, value, item, it's up to you. Value greater than 1. Okay, fine. Greater than equals to 1. Equals to is not there, no? As I discussed, like should be greater than 1, not equals to. Yes, so I can see multiple, like many people has given correct answer. Many people use greater than equals to. Someone asked, like someone already asked, like value is greater than equals to. So I already mentioned equals to. Sorry, not equals to, greater than. Payload, filter, then item comma index. What I want, item should be greater than 1. So whatever condition you will write here, based on that condition, it will filter out the element. Okay. Now I'm giving you a bit complex one. So this one everyone need to do. Yes, so I want so from this payload, I want I want to filter out all the objects. Okay, we have multiple objects. Sorry. So I want to filter out all the objects where ID is greater than 2. IT should be greater than 2. Okay, and I want complete object, not only ID. So this is your payload. You need to write database syntax for this. So what is the requirement? Here we have multiple objects inside this array. I want to filter out all the objects where ID is greater than 2. So far, I can see one answer and it looks correct only. So Sujit has answered so far. Even you answered. Should this item dot id? So Bhumi Reddy, your answer will not work. But Uday one, I'm doubt. Like Uday, is it working? Like without giving string value of two?
Yes, Ravi, it is working. Hello.
Yes, then fine. Yeah.
But ideally we should give string, right? Because it is a string.
Yeah, ideally it should be string.
Ravi, in the same example, if we don't want to get the type, we want to get only ID. Is that possible?
Okay, you want to filter out, but you want to filter out after result, you want to display only ID, not the type. Yeah, that is possible. Yeah, so most of you have given correct answer only. So here item dot id greater than 2.
Ravi, you need to remove commas in the ID. After ID, you need to remove the commas in the input payload.
Wait a minute. After, oh, okay. Okay, so you can see here, we are getting 5, 9, 7. Okay, this 3. Now someone asked, in a result, he want to display only, you want to display only type or ID?
ID, Ravi, only ID.
Okay, only ID. Now this is again array. Okay, so you need to use map function. To achieve this, you need to write map function. We haven't covered map function, so let me take first map function and then I will come to your question. Is it okay?
Yeah, Ravi.
Yeah. So before that, let me explain everyone how map function works. And map function will be one of the, like you can say, frequently used function. Okay, you need to work on, like you need to use that map function very frequently. So you can see here, we have inside this array, we have three objects. This first object, this second object, and this is the third object. Okay. Now what I want, so here you can see we have type name is article 1, article 2, article 3, like that. Okay. Or we have inside this, like we have multiple field, but I only want type value. Okay. In this object, first object, I only want type. In second object also, I only want type. And in type, whatever name is there, article is there. So before that, I want to add type is article 3. Here also I want to add type is article 2. Here also I want to add type is article 1. Okay. So one process will be lengthy approach. We can do this. And then we will put type payload dot payload zero dot type. Let's work on this first. And before this, I want to add type each. Type each. So far, everyone clear? Now, I want to do same for second on and third also. So I'm telling you lengthiest approach and what all limitation we have, that I will tell you. Then I will go with what best way we have. So here again we have type, and this time I will take type from second one. So index will be 1. I told multiple time in array index will start from 0. So index of first this object will be 0. Second object will be 1. So I'm taking from type is article 2. Again we need to take this. Type is payload 2. That is article 3. So article 1, article 2, article 3, we have this our result. Okay. But if a new article will come, then again we need to update our code. We need to add one more for new article, like fourth article. Sometime we may have requirement, we don't know how many article will come. Okay, number of article we don't know, then again, like we will not able to do anything. Whatever mapping we will do, let's say we did mapping for 5 article will come, other will not come. Okay. So to overcome like this kind of issue, we have map function which will iterate on each element of array. Okay. So here we have map function. Okay, so map function, like where we have array, our payload is array. So syntax will be payload, then map function. In map function, we have item comma index. Okay, again, item will be each item. This item will be first item, 0th index, second item, first index, third item, second index. And what you want to do here, okay? So you can write all the logic here. Okay. So you can see here, when I did this curly braces, starting and ending one. So this curly braces came 3 times. Why it came 3 times? Since we have 3 objects within this array. Okay. Inside this array, how many repeating element we have? 3 times. So I kept this curly braces. So this curly braces came 3 times. What I want to do every time. So first time in first iteration, this item will be this particular object and index will be 0. So what I want to do from this first object, what I want to do, I want to take this type. I want to take type, and what will be value? Value will be this item. Okay, this item means this entire object. So item dot within this object, what I want type. So type is a keyword. So put it inside. Okay, so you can see here article 1. We did this logic one time only, but it's coming for all the object. Okay. If new object will come, so automatically it will create fourth object. So let's say this I want to do for if new object will come, so automatically fourth object will be added in our response. Okay, so this will iterate on each element of this array. Okay. In type, we are taking article 1, and before this, we need to, what we want to do, we want to add that type each. So we will put type each and then plus plus item dot type. So type each. Okay, I want a space also. Either I can add here, or we can add new string. Type is article 1, article 2, article 3, article 4. So you can see here, previous approach, we are doing repeated thing. If new object will come, again I need to add, and this is new second approach. So you can see here how map function is helping us on repeated element. Okay, if we have any iteration.
Ravi, if we want only first two means where we should give the index value.
Sorry, tell me again.
I want only the top two, then how can I get it?
Okay, you want to give only top 2. You want to take only top 2. Okay.
Yes.
So as a result, what we are getting? We are getting this array. Okay, first you need to get the array, or you can take this earlier also. In payload, you want only top 2. 0 to, okay, 0 to 1. Starting from 0th index and then 1. It's what I am doing. In this input only, instead of taking entire input, I am taking only top 2 element. So payload 0 to 1 will give you first 2 object. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Anyone has any doubt? Not, then we are good. So I think will not take too many things also. Let's close our session today only. Sorry, let's close our session now only. And for data view, Okay, like we'll take few more classes. And I'm thinking to take basic of RAML classes also before going to our real-time project. Or during real-time project also we can do RAML in very detail. Okay, let it be. With the real-time project only we will learn RAML. So before that, let's continue with data V1. So this week we will be focused on data V. Okay, and whenever I will have extra time, I will everyone let you know. If everyone will be available, then we can take extra session on data V. So in this week only, whatever we can cover, actually data V itself is very big topic. Okay, so we will not keep too much time, but yeah, like we will spend 3-4 days of time. So I can give you kickstart, and then you can also use this particular tutorial. Okay, you can go with each function, but I will highlight what all function you need to learn first. Okay, so you can go with those function and you will get sample example. You can go through and you can learn. But before that, I will help you to do some practice. So which will give you initial understanding, and then when you will go through, you will able to understand. Okay, fine then. So we are good for today. If anyone has any query, then you can ask. Otherwise, we can close our session.